Good morning. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. This is Zuri Bibi. Um, Hoping everything is going well with you and everyone that will eventually be watching my videos. Um, if you have been watching, the last time I made a video was on Friday, I believe, and it is now Sunday. And that's because I was doing self-care and I've been with my divine masculine. As I've said before, I am in union with my divine masculine. We've been in union for a while. Every now and then we do depart. We do our 8 cups to do things that we need to do. But we are in union. Matter of fact, I will be going back to see him, or we'll be getting together later on this evening. I have some things to do. I mentioned before that I have my mother here. She was supposed to go back, but I didn't call to see when we were going to take her back. And so she's still here, so I have to make sure, she's okay, her medicines and things like that. Also, I have other people in my house, children and grandchildren that are in my house as well, that my children are grown, but I still want to make sure that they're okay. Excuse me, my throat is a little clogged. I'm still waking up, so to speak. I didn't really know what I was going to talk about for this geometry, sacred geometry message of the day, but I guess I can just talk about what's going on what's on my mind. While I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, I was talking about social justice and how things in the world are, how what's going on in the world is affecting everybody, and how some things are not fair and how some things are beyond unfair, to lots of people, and then there are people who have all the privilege in the world. Just reflecting on how all that is taking place, and that's only because while I was at Divine Masculine's house, he watches TV. I don't, but I was watching CNN and all the other things, and they were just talking about what's going on, and I kind of paid attention to it, but I don't pay attention to it because I know that these messages that are going on those shows are programming us to be fearful, but we are not to be in fear. We weren't created to be fearful. So I don't even listen to what they say because I know it's just one variation of the story. It's not the true story. We're never given the full story. We're just given enough to make us fearful and worried about the present and the future. But if you believe in the Most High, you don't have to worry about that. Our future is taken care of. He will make sure we are safe. Also, just thinking about, with all that, how I was thinking about my other job that I have, that I do just a couple of days a week. And tying this in, I was just thinking of how people treat people. They don't talk to people. They don't respect, they just walk past you, speak to them, and they don't want to talk to you. They think they can treat you any kind of way, or they think that you're invisible where they don't have to acknowledge you, things like that. That's the way the world has changed, and, it's not really changed. I think it's just more accepted. People are more selfish in a negative way. Self-help, self-care is being selfish, but that's in a healthy way for you. The individual to get themselves together before they can come out and help others. But when you're being selfish, whereas you're walking past people or treating people any kind of way, talking to people any kind of way, or just not acknowledging them, those kind of petty things, or, the bragging and those type of things, that's not healthy. And I think in the twin flame community, a lot of that is still going on. Um, I know that right now I don't have a lot of viewers, or people do come on or they don't come on, or they come and view it, and I'm just now finding out that you can be in secret. You can be invisible on YouTube. So you can be invisible and go and do things and be invisible. So that's probably what's going on in my channel. People are coming on my channel to be invisible because I guess they don't want me to get the views. I'm okay with that. My people will come eventually. I have nothing to hide to anybody. I'm not in competition with anybody. So that's not an issue for me. Um, Everybody has their viewership. They have their how do I? They have their what do you call it? Their brand. That's what it is. Everybody has their brand. Some people brand, getting in union with divine masculine. Some people make their brand that they deal with the karmic. Some people brand themselves in lots of ways, and I guess for me, I'm branding. My brand is no brand. I'm here for everybody, but mainly I probably will be talking about getting in union with yourself, not getting in union with yourself so that you can get in union with your masculine. Get in union with yourself so that you can know who you are. We don't know who we are. All we know is that, we on this journey and we have this kind of, supernatural connection with someone else, and that there are people that are trying to keep you from being in that reunion. Person, place, or things. Let me put it that way. Karmic is a person, place, or thing. We know that, but do you really know who you are? Where you came from? Not that oh, I came from my mother and my father, and I have a grandmother and grandfather, and aunts and uncles and cousins. Not in that sense. Do you know that you're a star seed? You're a light worker. That there are different dimensions to this reality. That just being a twin flame is just one part of the deal. You know, because you and your twin flame have things to do, and not just be together, because that's what a lot of people just think they're going to be with their twin flame and it's going to be happily ever after. And that's not true, because like I said, I can tell you some things. I'm with my twin flame, and you still go through stuff. You still have to deal with karmic situations. You still have to dealing with your inner child issues. None of that stuff ever ends. People think that, oh, once I get with my twin flame, all this stuff won't stop. No, it doesn't. It's a whole different level. Whole different level, whole different devil. That's just the same. There's levels to this. And some people stay at one level. That, they just stay there. But who are you? Who are you as an individual? Not you as a twin flame. You. Who are you? Where do you come from? Do you know? You might be from Syrian. And I don't even know all of the names offhand right now, but there are different names. People come from different areas up in the sky. Because my belief is, when you look up in the sky and you see all those stars, that's us. We are those stars. All those stars up there are us. The stars do all different kind of things. We're doing all different kind of things, depending on how the sun and the moon and all the other planets decide to rotate and move around. We act a certain way. eventually I'll get into that as well, because a lot of people they don't believe that. They don't believe that we're affected by the moon, that we're affected by what goes on in the atmosphere, but we are. Some people think that that's a fairy tale. That's just something that they make believe. But if they can put it in the movie, if they can put things in the movie, if you go to the movies and you see stuff that looks supernatural, like it can't happen, it's already, they can do it. It can be done. It's already being done. You're being shown things that are going on, but because most of us are 3D centered, reality TV, drama, even though you are a twin flame, drama, competition, all kind of 3D lower level stuff, you know, uh, that's, it just makes it harder for us to really come into knowing who we really are, because there's so much other stuff thrown at you to throw you off of who you are. It's sad, but it's true. I've been shuffling these cards for a minute now, just trying to get grounded in myself, by myself, because like I said, I was with my twin flame, and I know he's here too. He's around here somewhere. But this is something that I do for myself, because you have to take care of yourself before you can really take care of anybody else. You can't do anything without taking, help, as far as helping someone else, until you take care of yourself. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think this surface level, that they're taking care of themselves when they just, meditate for a few moments. Yeah, that's one thing, but it's way more to it. You have to really delve into what has happened to you in your life. Because a lot of times, the things that have happened to you in your life makes you who you are today. If you feel like you got to compete with people, somewhere in your childhood you feel like you need to compete with people. If you feel like you need to talk about people, somewhere in your childhood, that's a childhood issue where, you feel you need to do that kind of thing. And so, my goal is to help you get into one with yourself, so you can fix those things. Because as long as you're behaving in that frequency, and that, if your spirit is in that frame of mind, you're going to have success, but it won't be long lasting, or you're just going to be stunted. And you don't want to be stunted. We're supposed to grow, continuously grow. We're supposed to change, elevate. And once we do that within ourselves, then we can help other people. But it is what it is. You have to want to do it for yourself. Because from my understanding, let me say this. I wrote it down. What you do or don't do will affect the next 7 generations in your family line. If you don't change your childhood issues, your inner child demons and things like that, it travels. You got 7 generations that's going to have to deal with not only their own stuff, but they're going to have to deal with your stuff that you didn't clear up. It's deep. And there's reasons for that, because 7 is an important number. I'm not really going to get into that right now. But I can tell you, if you don't straighten up, the next 7 generations will be affected by you not getting yourself together. All right, let me cut these cards and one more shuffle, and then I'll pull out this card for the day, and then we can talk about that. All right, let's see. So, what is our sacred geometry oracle message of the day? What is our message of the day? All right, here it is. Mountain Messengers. Look at that. It's a cool card. When I look at this, I see mountains and I see faces in the mountains. I see trees in the mountains, so ancestors and family traditions, or I see stars. So star seeds are here. And then we have this mountain lion. That's our animal guide. Or it's, yeah, it looks like a mountain lion, some kind of lion, cat. And then we have the star at the top. But then we have this circle. And that's part of the sacred geometry. All that's going back there is some kind of design in the background. It has something to do with sacred geometry. And then it looks like cold. You know, it's kind of cold back there. But let's read it. This is number 30. Mountain Messenger. Transcendence. Okay. Within this card is embedded the geometry of the pentagon. That's what that shape is. Yeah. You have to really look at it to see it, but I see it. It speaks of power and excellence, of protection and divine transcendence. The natural world, with its variety of environments, provides a wonderful classroom for exploring your connection to the cosmos. Messages come to us in myriad forms. Be advised to listen to the wind, the water, and all the voices of nature. Connect with the rock people and listen to what the animals have to say. In the cosmology of many indigenous cultures, the presence of the mountain lion, also called puma or panther, denotes connection to our earthly animal nature and the courage and protection that having this totem provides. It is a deep, energetic connection that humans feel with the power of their animal relatives. Experiencing communication with an animal or any force of nature likely puts you in touch with a spirit guide. The power of this communication may result in a transcendent experience that defies rational thought or conventional experience. You are invited to see nature in this transcendent light and to hold yourself in readiness for the messages that all of nature provides. Interesting. So what I get from this is that there are some messages that you're going to be getting from rock people who I don't know who rock people are. I might have to look that up. Rock people. And you need to connect with them, and then you're going to have to listen to the animals as well, your animal totems. I always receive in, the word puma, because they have that on gym shoes, and then things like that. But I didn't know the mountain lion was called puma or panther. And so that makes a lot more sense when I look at that, because those clothes are normally when you're running and, it's exercise wear. Also, what I'm getting from this is that you're going to, if you have a pet or you're around animals, you're going to have some type of powerful connection that's going to give you some information that you're going to need, or show you some type of experience that you're going to need you know, that while you're on your journey, something's bothering my voice, like it does not want me to talk, but I'm gonna keep on talking. Um, Looking at this, I just realized this mountain person, rock was it rock people? He got glasses on, look like glasses, and this one doesn't have on glasses, but this one does. And there are stars here, so they're star people, star seeds, you know. So you're gonna have to really be mindful of what what's going on in your surroundings, because apparently you're gonna learn more about who you are, and where you should be on this journey. It's gonna be. It says, listen to the wind, the water, and all the voices of nature. So it's supposed to rain here today, so that's going to be interesting. Um, I'm definitely going to be paying much attention to what's going on, because apparently there's going to be some type of information being given if you pay attention. If you pay attention. So whatever this information is probably going to assist you in dealing with your twin flame. And this is the number 3. The number 3 is knowing what to do. It's 30, but when it's the added 3 and 0 together, it's the number 3. So these messengers are going to tell you what to do, and you're going to know what to do after listening to them. So hopefully you'll be mindful of this. You'll pay attention and take heed. Oh, it looks like there's a bird in here too. Oh, that's a feather. So I guess this is a twin flame. Here we go. Twin flame message. There's a feather in this message. But yeah, I'm seeing all this. It's trimmed in red and yellow. Some yellow here, so it's going to be some healing. And this mountain lion is staring right at you, at me, staring at you. So it's definitely trying to get your attention. So whatever animal you're connected with, that guide is really trying to get your attention, so that you can pay attention, because it's moving, and it looks like it's moving in a hunting form, slowly and quietly, almost. Wow. It's interesting. A lot of stars here, so it's a lot of star seeds. So this is probably ancestors coming to talk to you. And this is like the cloud. So look like you got a hat on too. This is interesting. You got a hat. They have hats on. And there's someone right here on the side too. And each one has trees there. So these trees probably have to do with your belief systems, your family traditions, and things like that. So take heed of that. Make sure. Oh, wait a minute. There's a mountain goat. Wow, there's a mountain goat. I don't know if you can see it right there. Just notice that. So that's the ram. Rams are Aries, the beginning in the solar system with the signs. So this is a beginning, because Aries is the beginning. So probably you're going to get some information concerning your beginning. Wow. I don't even know what I'm going to name this. I'll call it Mountain Messengers. All right. I think that's it for the card of the day, the Sacred Geometry card of the day. I will be back on. I may do another I'll, see what's going on with other divine masculines. I know what's going on with mine, um, with the collective. So, you all take care. Until next time, peace.